Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Kathy, and it is July 13th, and I'm delighted to be here with all of you. We just before we started, we had some people, talking about who they wanted to pray for and prayed for somebody having surgery tomorrow. And so we're going to be gathering together in our healing circle. And you, no matter whether you're on this live or whether you're listening to the recording, you are included as if you were really here. Because when we do these things, we may do this on earth time, but it is on God's time that all of the prayer and healing occurs. So let us begin. Those of you who know the heart source, just say heart source. And those of you who are not familiar with the heart source, I'm going to lead you through it. I know all of us who have already been familiar with the heart source, we love going through it each step also. It just gives us, I don't know, there's just something special. So move your attention into the front of your heart chakra and just allow yourself go deep within. Good. And now go around to the back. I just image myself kind of getting out of my heart chakra and going around into the back and then going into the back of the heart chakra and go very deep into the back of your heart chakra. It's almost like walking in an alleyway or in a hallway or a tunnel or however you see that, and go deep into the back of the heart chakra until you step into this wonderful, expansive space known as your heart healing center. Just notice that energy. Good. And now come out of the back of your heart chakra, come right here into the front of your third eye, just the brow chakra, sixth chakra. I think it has three names for it. And then, of course, there's a Sanskrit name, and just go right into the front of your third eye. Now set your intention. Just say, hey, I'd like to see the violet flame hanging around out there. And it is. It's in the back of your third eye, it's in the back of the front of your third eye. And we're going to activate that in a moment. And now come out of the third eye. Your attention is still there. Your energy is still there, and go into the back of your third eye in the back of your head. Somebody's a little, never mind. You found it. That's good. We're going to say somebody was just to the left of it, but they found it. And when I do this part where I'm checking to be sure everybody's in it, it includes all of you who are just coming in to this video, even if it's a year from now. Okay. And now intend, draw, ask for a beam of energy to move from your heart chakra. Did we go to the back of the third eye? We didn't do that. Yeah, we did. And your heart chakra to your third eye. Feel that beam of energy. I still feel that little zing when it connects. Send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows where to go. You don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to know where it is. And now it will stay there and connect go straight down. It'll go right through you down to the center of the earth. Good. Good. Somebody's having a hard time getting down to the center of the earth. And that's usually somebody having a hard time grounding. How would I know? Because I had a hard time. And I actually had somebody suggested it to me, says, get an angel to sit on the bottom of that line and just to go back and forth like a pendulum, and it will move down further and further and further until you're back in the center of the earth. And that worked for me. So I share that little trick somebody gave me. There you go. Now, those of you who have been given Michael's sword, just say, I am the sword. Those of you who have not yet received Michael's sword, just ask Archangel Michael to be with you. Hold out your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. Hold out your dominant hand and ask if you may have his sword, and he will place it into your hand. And just bring your hand around that. Those of you who are on the video and can see, I'm holding my hand up as to where I feel my hand grasping the sword. And now I hold the sword, the hilt of the sword, right next to my heart chakra, and the blade is going straight up. And just take a deep breath and place the blade, the whole sword, the hilt, and everything into your body, and feel the energy move throughout you. And my friends, you are now the sword. So everywhere you go, no matter how big your aura is, everywhere you go, first, every part of your body and your energy is the sword, and you transmute energy wherever you go. Okay. And now go ahead and activate the violet flame and just say, violet flame, activate. And the way that I do it is around every layer of my aura. And some of you who like to deal with more than 7 layers of the aura, you can have it along as many layers of the aura as you wish. And now we're going to do a little clearing and healing before we get to the other part, and basically just say chakra spin as fast as is safe for me. And your chakras, as they are spinning out congested energy, and just breathe deeply, easily but deeply. And your chakras will let that energy loose in whichever chakra it is. And as the congested energy is leaving, it passes through your aura. And as it goes through each layer of the aura, it is transmuted. You are the sword, remember? And we have the violet flame working with us. So this is some initial clearing. We'll do a little bit more clearing a little bit later. There you go. Now, just declare, heart source, expand to the furthest reaches of my aura, to the 7th layer of my aura. Or when you hold your hand, arm straight out, to the tips of my fingers if my aura doesn't go that far. And most of you, if not all of you, your aura is well beyond the tips of your fingers. And by the way, when you do that kind of expansion, you as the sword expands also. So if your aura is the diameter of it, let's say it is 10 feet, that is Michael's sword going through 10 feet of stuff, transmuting stuff as you walk down the sidewalk, or if you walk in the park, or if you're in a mall or the grocery store. You are doing wonderful healing work. There you go. And now, for all of us, any of you listening to this, no matter when, and of course, right now, including right now, there is a floor of light below us. There's a canopy of light above us. There are pillars of light in the 4 corners. This is the Healing Lecture Room, which is an adaptation of what I learned in the Melchizedek method. And now there are angels, and I ask for those members of the angelic realm. You know who is needed to be here, because you know what is going on all around us that we may not know. And those members of the angelic realm line the Healing Lecture Room from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar. Just feel yourself nice and cozy. And there's a central pillar. And in that central pillar, we invite the lords and ladies and masters and Chohans, all of those wonderful, wonderful people, those beings who are with us, to come into our central pillar and just infuse our healing lecture room with your energy. Now, those of you who are clairvoyant, or you may have claircognizance where you have that knowing, you'll know who's coming in. I know who comes in for me. And I see, and they're coming in together. Yeshua and Buddha are coming in together. And I also see Mohammed coming in, and I see the Chohans of the various rays coming in. And many of, for those of you who don't know, I was a Catholic sister for 20 years, and there are saints that I knew from that tradition coming in. Okay, good. Now, one group that's coming in, and this is more from the Catholic tradition, but you can invite anybody that you want in. They are saints that have been designated by the Catholic Church as patron saints of people who have one of the ones that are coming in are struggling with cancer. And there are several saints that do that. You have the saints that are dedicated to what they call hopeless cases. St. Jude is one of those, and St. Jude always, I channeled him one time, and he said, there are no hopeless cases. And so you can invite anybody that you want to come in from any tradition you wish. And now stepping forward, we're going to do the healing ceremony. And stepping forward is the Chohan of the fifth ray, the green ray of healing, Master Hilarion. Master Hilarion lived one of his incarnations, and the one that he's bringing into this, he was a healer in ancient Greece. And I'd say a couple of centuries after that, he was a preacher, and he was known in the Catholic Church as Paul of Tarsus. And then all of you who grew up in a Christian tradition, he wrote the epistles of Paul. Okay, and in are coming a set of women who said, and we are healers that have not necessarily been acknowledged by the world. And they're from all different traditions. Okay. And each one of you are now invited to move into the sacred chair of healing. It is a green jade color. It is of the fifth ray. Now, how we'll do this is we work with everybody who is here first, because what Amma has been teaching us is that before you begin healing in any session, ask for healing of yourself first so that you may heal anything that would be activated by this particular healing session, and that there will be more space within you to hold light, which then allows you to send more light to the people we will be working with. So we'll be working in 3 stages. They've been introducing this lately. They are the healing teams that have been working with us. And so first ourselves, and then our loved ones, family, friends, and then those that we do not know, but who are in need of healing. So this is for yourself first. You are in the sacred green jade chair of healing. Some of people have decided they don't want to sit in the chair, but they want the energy. And so they're standing there with this beautiful green jade light coming around you. And I'm going to give you a moment. If you wish to say something out loud, you just need to unmute yourself. But I'm giving all of you a moment to speak to your healing team and to whomever it is that you pray to be healed in an area of your life. And Hilarion says the one thing you cannot do is not ask for healing. You need to ask for healing. All of us need to ask for healing. Good. And what you have shared, and even things that you haven't shared, but that you have talked about before, but maybe have neglected them in this particular ex- today in particular, and they are all being placed within you and within the green healing chair, the green jade chair of healing. And light is now coming down of the exact vibration. And Amma and Abba, we do ask you, and all of those who are with us, working with healing, Yeshua, Mary of Magdala, Muhammad is here, and he is giving healing also. And there are many others, those that you have called upon. And we all join together, yes, for healing of ourselves, but also for each other. Or I should say, and also for each other. And what I am being told is the light is shining into the core of you, like coming through the pranic tube and the Hara line. It is shining with your core, into your core energetically, and then it is moving outward. And Hilarion is saying layer by layer, but is not the kind of layer that you know, talking to all of us. And so that is just moving outward and just welcome it. He's telling me, if you want to hold your hands out, or you can see yourself holding your hands out, even if you're not able to do it physically, and be in gratitude. Be in gratitude for the healing which is occurring. And what I'm really getting is that it is starting with the energetic part of ourselves. And one of the reasons it's starting with the Hara line is that this is very special. It is actually giving the opportunity to change certain things within your encodement system. And remember, some of you have read the book about it, is that the Hara line contains the encodement structure for this lifetime. And there are things that are being changed now in that encodement structure that you do not need anymore. You have learned the lessons that you have said you want to learn. And so this includes in the DNA. And I'm not saying that everybody is getting this. I just know that that's what they're doing outward. Breathe gently and easily. So there are things that being changed in certain people's DNA. There's something structurally being changed with people who had things that occurred to them in the womb. For all of us, there is an influx of love coming in, and we are asked to accept the knowledge, the knowing, not the belief, the knowing that we are dearly beloved. And we ask for the healing of those wounds who try to convince us otherwise. Now, there is healing occurring in the structure of the physical body, and this includes your musculoskeletal system. It includes the fascia. It includes, believe it or not, fat tissue. It includes your skin, all the different layers. There is now a healing that is occurring within the immune system. Within all the organs, endocrine glands. There you go. And Amma and Abba, I ask you to send the exact vibration of energy needed to transmute and release from every person a loss of self-esteem, anxiety, depression, I'm getting the inability to let go of the past. This is an interesting that came in. So this is the exact vibration needed to release. And it comes out this way. Is God really sure that I'm lovable? And now the last is relationships. Just be there in that place of gratitude. If there is anything that comes to you that you have not requested, go ahead and request that now with your heart open. And now simply say thank you and open your heart to inviting around you family and friends, your loved ones that you have been asked to hold in prayer. Now, the healing team's going to do for them exactly what they did for us. The difference is that we don't know what those around us are receiving, but we ask for it to come in. We don't have to go through each thing, but just see them all gathered around you. And this time for you, breathe in energy from above and below. Bring it into your heart. We ask that all the places that were filled with congested energy, all the places that were filled with pain and suffering, we now ask you to fill them with light, with love. And now send that from every part of your body. Some people like to extend their hands outward to those that are you have invited to be with you. And we ask that all of the light that is coming from us and from the Creator fill every one of those people we have in front of us with love for whatever it is that they are suffering from, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Fill them all with love. And I'm getting that there are certain people that are soon going to be leaving this planet that we are praying for. I'm sure that I have two in my family that it's like we're waiting and we ask that they be accompanied, that all pain and fear that they may have be released from them. And now we are inviting another circle. The people that you don't know, that you have heard about, that you wish to hold in a special way. So there's you. We've got three circles. You're in the center circle. Then there are those around you, your family and friends that we just, and now those that you would like to hold especially in your heart. And just some examples, I'm not saying you have to use these ones, but say for Gaza, for the Ukraine, for what has happened in Texas, that's very special to me. And I am asking for those who have left their bodies, do not know that their bodies are no longer there, are those who are lost. I call upon those special angelic realms and those who know these people to help them to go home. And I am calling and asking, commanding that all curses upon areas of conflict, anybody sending negative energy, which are curses, that energy now be dissolved. May families be comforted. May food, shelter, clothing, medical care be provided. And Creator, we ask that a blanket of energy of the exact vibration needed to be laid up over this entire planet so that peace may reign, that peace that passes all understanding. That we move from this era of battles, whether it be by words or by weapons, to the era of love. And Amma just let me know, says you have forgotten to tell people that there are surrounding you millions upon millions of the angelic realm who are also sending love to you, to those you are close to, and to those you have called for. You are not alone. And now, just offer thanks, relax. And Amma says, make yourself comfortable. That was the healing room. We're now in the lecture room. You may sit, you may lie down, you may stand. It does not matter what you do. But now make yourself comfortable. We ask your encodement team to please harmonize your encodement system and to attune it to the level that you need to hear Amma's words. And she is going to come through and speak in just a moment. She said she's attuning my energy also to heal, to hear her words and to understand. Interesting. She says there is the angelic realm who facilitates the gathering of knowledge. And then the angelic realm who facilitates the gathering of wisdom. And Amma laughs with great love and says, you do not need knowledge to have wisdom. But knowledge is fun to have. And I ask you all if you would please send a beam of energy from your heart to my heart in support of, well, that was a wonderful blast of energy coming in. The next one you hear will be Amma, the Divine Mother. Dear ones, how wonderful it is to be able to help words come so that you can hear and you can feel the vibration of my love. Do you know where what some people call sin comes from? We call it something else. Learning is what we call it. But where what people call sin comes from is from the lack of knowledge and the lack of awareness that they are love and that they are dearly beloved. Why do you think that's true? Think about it a moment. Why do you think that is true? Of course, I'm going to tell you. Competition for things, for honor, for glory, for power comes because they have to compete with someone for love. You do not need to compete for love. I love you. You live within my womb. Abba loves you. You live within his heart. And if you move to the undifferentiated sense of the Creator, of which Abba and I are metaphorically two parts of, you were loved into being. And you were not loved into being because I needed someone to love me. I do not need someone to love me. But I, not out of need, but out of delight and joy, I created you. And you have within you everything that you need to live in your creation, no matter which life you choose to experience. And it doesn't matter how many lives you have lived and how many you are going to live. Of course, the truth is you're living all at one time, since in my realm, in the creator's realm, there is no time, there is no space. Do you know what that means for you? That means that you have access to all the wisdom and knowledge of thousands of lifetimes that you would like to have. Do you chastise yourself sometimes for, I wish I knew that. I wish I knew how to handle that relationship, how to handle releasing pain. I wish I knew how to become more abundant. Well, metaphorically, I wish that you knew that you simply need to tap into the knowledge and the wisdom you have gathered over lifetimes and go into it and find the answer. There's a simple answer of how you can assist in resolving personal issues with people. It is called love. It is called kindness. It is called being of service to others and allowing them to be of service to you. It's all in the doing, is it not? And how you do it. It's in the speaking and how you speak. Think about how you say, I love you. Do you say from the depth of your heart, I love you? I love the way you laugh. I love what you look like when you come in after you've gardened. And I love watching you when you garden. And you can laugh and say, I even love the way you smell, even if the dog runs away from you. And that is to bring laughter when I say that. I love you when you cry, and I love you when you try not to cry. And I love you when you struggle to understand me. And please know that when I struggle to understand you, I am loving you. Release all competition for honor. Release all competition for love. Release all competition for abundance, as abundance is there always. When you know, not believe, because that kind of has a little thing within there that says it may not be true, but when you know that you are dearly beloved by us or by God or the Creator, if you want to use one word, that you are perfect within yourself, then you do not need to compete for anything. You do not need to compete for being known. You do not need to compete for accolades. You do not even need to compete to make yourself known. You simply know that you are loved and you give of yourself in service. Wouldn't it be nice if living in the human realm was that simple? Because you came here into this realm to learn how to be the love that you are. And that means knowing that you are the love that you are. And of course, lifetimes are not set up that easily, are they? Because you decide you and your whole soul energy that is there on the other side, we call it, correct? And say, I want so much to be able to know that I am loved. I will go to earth knowing that I am loved. And so you come down because you want to know how much you are loved. And what happens? Different situations are put in your way. They are put right before you that test you, you could say. It's not us testing you, it's you testing you, of you discovering, yes, I'm beloved. And since I am beloved, I do not need to battle with those who do not know they are beloved. I simply do what I can to love them. You cannot, no matter how much you know that you are beloved, you cannot convince someone else to know that they are beloved. Because knowing you are beloved means that you have accepted love. You have accepted love. And you have realized that even if someone does not say to you, oh, you did an excellent job in that presentation, that because you know to the depths of yourself, to each encodement that you have, that you are loved and beloved, you do not need other people to tell you you did a good job. You do not need that. But humanity is made differently, isn't it? Every incarnation you have, from the time you were a bacterium or a virus, even, you have needed to know that you are where you belong and you are doing what it is you need to do. Many of you who are listening to these words are astounded that they could be said and that they don't make sense to you. But there are many of you who yet go, yes, I understand. And you come to realize that as you have looked at what you have done in your life, that when you were younger, you needed more affirmation. Now you are coming into a place of realizing that you are love. You are dearly beloved. And even if those others who are dearly beloved do not understand that they are beloved, you know that they are. And you are willing to be for them love. There are still some, and you may be one, upon this earth plane who need continual affirmation to fill the well of not knowing that they are love. But many times what happens is they cannot accept that they are loved, so it doesn't matter how much love you pour in if they don't accept it within themselves, it runs off of them. That is a metaphor. Now, many of you know that one of the things that we do in healing is that you ask for all the love you needed at the time of a particular wound that you did not receive. Now, what's different about that for you when you do it for someone else? When you ask us, or you ask me, or you use creator, or all that is, or love itself, that you ask to fill someone else beside yourself with all the love they need, but they have not received in that wound. Why sometimes can you receive it, but they cannot? You can send love. You cannot force anyone to accept love. That's the conundrum here upon this planet of duality. And my suggestion to you, when that happens, when you attempt to send them all the love that they need, but they will not receive it, is that you simply send them the love that they can receive. And accept that there are things that they cannot accept. They may not be able to accept that you are love. And that's okay. Because if you accept that you are love, then you will be able to be love for them, even if they do not accept it. It is not your job to get someone to accept love. It is your job to accept love and to send it freely. One of the things that happens with people who cannot accept love is that when you send it, they become angry, or they become defensive, or they make comments about you, such as, "Who do you think you are to be sending me love? Who are you to stand there and accept what it is that I give to you?" When that giving is not of love. Do you know how to identify for them, who do you think you are? You say, "I am," and you give your name. And I am the creation of love. That's who I am. If somebody says, "Do you think you're the center of the universe?" And you could smile with love if they accept it and say, "Yes, I do, because I am beloved by the Creator as if I were the only one created." We've been telling you that for the last few months, have we not? We love you as if you were the only one not created. As you watch people struggle with love, they may teach you by your watching areas in which you struggle to come to be known you are love. There is only one person that needs to know you are beloved, and that is you. Know that when people respond in a way that you may call unkind, ugly, destructive even, is that you know how to go into your heart source, and you know how to do healing with yourself, with the encodement team. And you know that you can accept love simply, what's the key? Simply by accepting. That's all it is. You accept love by accepting it. And with that, you can teach how to accept love. There is much pain happening in this world. You know that. There are floods all over this North American continent, and people are losing their physical lives. They are leaving this incarnation and going back home with great joy, by the way. Do not be jealous of those who are younger, who are going when you are older and wish you could go. Yes, families grieve for little ones, and you may grieve for others. Just know that it is okay to grieve and rejoice that they have gone to where you wish to be at another time. Have your human emotions and know what to do with them. Know that when you have caught within you, stuck within you, anger or fear, you can unstick those emotions. You know how to do it. Know that when someone receives a gift that you would like to receive, that the way to know and love is to rejoice with them, that they have received that gift. It is crucial for you. It is crucial for the world that you stand in your heart source, that you stand there knowing that you are love incarnate and that you are the power and presence of God. And then when others are railing against the universe because of death, destruction, chaos, war, pain, that you stand there in your heart source knowing that the Creator has everything in hand. Know, even if you cannot understand, know that you are following the first ray of the will of the Creator, and you accept what is, and you give thanks for what is. And of course, there will be times you will need to do that thanks silently because it would hurt others. Those of you who have lost children know that if someone said to you, I give thanks for your little one having gone back to God, that may not be accepted well, would it? But in your heart, know that there are things happening within this planet that are made for you, developed for you, designed for you to learn to open your heart and be the love that you are and accept the love that you are. And know that everyone, no matter what they say to you, no matter what desires that they have or the anger that they throw at you, that they also are love. And you can help them, be of service to them by standing there in your heart source, standing there with the sword, standing there loving them, even if they do not know how to love you. Because, my precious one, we give you all the love you need. Simply accept it. And I am Amma, your mother, and I am delighted to be with you in this way. Be at peace and be in love. Well, this is Kathy, and thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Amma's message. I think I need to go listen to it and
Yes.
see what all it has. I think there was a lot in it. Was there a lot in it?
A lot.
Okay.
Spectacular. What
Okay.
a blessing.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy.
You
Thank
are
you.
welcome, and thank you very much. I love the fact that y'all are here to let me do this and to share Alma's message, because I wouldn't do it if you were here, if you weren't here.
Oh,
And Cleo, we hold you in love tomorrow.
Thank you. And
thank
I thank you, Kathy. All that you do for us, you do so much for us.
I know.
Life would not be quite the same
Same.
without
Yeah.
all that you
Yes.
So
do.
Thank
true.
you for that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Thank
Much
you all.
love. Many
Everyone, love
blessings.
you.
Take
Love you,
care.
Goodbye.
Cleo.
Theo, we'll pray for
Bye.
you. Bye.
Barbara.
Bye, Margaret.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. God bless.
Thank you.